What's going on YouTube? West Hobbies RC. So today we are back with the MicroHeli 230 Performance Kit for the Blade 230S, and we are going to be installing the King Cobra Canopy. So wanted to go over how to install the King Cobra Canopy on the MicroHeli frame. Now the King Cobra Canopy only fits on the MicroHeli frame, so you cannot use the King Cobra Canopy on the stock 230 frame because of how the mounts are. So we have everything laid out here. So if you notice, we have our hardware. So you're going to have two screws that are 4 millimeters long. Or I'm sorry, you're going to have 4 screws that are 4 millimeters long. You're going to have 2 screws that are 6 millimeters long. So these two here are 6 millimeters. These 4 are 4 millimeters. And these two right here are M2 by 4 millimeters. So these two are M2 threads. These are 1.6 thread, and these are 1.6, but they're just they're 6 millimeters, 4 millimeters, and 4 millimeters. So the two that are the biggest, the 2 millimeter screws, are going to go in place of your original canopy mount. So this is your original canopy mount that goes into the frame right there. So I didn't put mine in for the build because I was doing this from the beginning, but if you are converting it, you got to take those out. That's where the 2 big ones go. And then these 4 here are going to go down at the bottom screws for here. And then these 2 longer screws that are here, these 2 screws go into the plates here for your front pins to align go through. So I'm going to get the canopy on a tripod and we are going to get started. Now, if you have a 2-bladed head, you do not need to remove the head for this, but since I don't have a 2-bladed head, I have a 3-bladed, it will not fit. You cannot get the canopy on with the head on. So for this purpose, I took the head back off the helicopter so we can get the canopy on. But let's continue on. So I'm going to put the camera on the tripod and we'll get started. Right, so first things first, you want to take your sled. I recommend doing this just like the OMP Hobby M2 with the King Cobra Canopy. I highly recommend doing this first. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your carbon, your screw with your plate, and do this before you put these on the helicopter because it will be extremely difficult to do this while it's on the helicopter. So you're just going to want to go ahead and thread it through to where it starts. Now you're going to have 2 pieces of plastic, 2 pieces of 3D printed washers, which are these guys right here. These washers go right here. So thread them on at the same time. And these are just like spacers for the canopy. So go ahead, thread them through like this. All right, so we got one done. Now we're gonna do the same thing again. We wanna grab the 6 millimeters long, the 1.2, what is it, 1.6? Yeah, 1.6. So again, we're gonna do, okay, so the side, we're going to thread it in. Now, the side with the color on it is the side that's going to go out of the helicopter. So we want to thread this in until we get some thread showing. Grab our little plastic washer spacer. And then just thread it all the way in. Keep going until this screw stops. So now you should have something that looks like this. So you should have the thread facing out, the side with color, and the carbon side should have the head of the screw. So now we have 2 of those done. So now we can set those aside. So now you're going to want to take your helicopter and you have 1, 2 screws here. So we're going to go ahead, pull these out, and we'll set these aside because we need longer ones now. And then we can grab our carbon little skis. So now we'll set those aside. Now you have 4 of the same side. They're same size. They're 1.6 by 4 millimeters. These are the size that you want for here. So of course, dab a Loctite. Grab your little carbon plate. This is going to be this side. We are going to thread it on. Get it started. And then go ahead, grab your other 1.6 by 4 millimeter screw. Get yourself some Loctite. Again, no need to go overboard on the Loctite, just enough to keep the screw from vibrating back out. So we're going to take this side here, and it lines up after you drop the screw once or twice. So we're going to take this and we're going to thread it into this side here until it stops. Tighten this one down. And now you'll have something that looks like this. So I'm going to do the other side real quick and then we'll move on. All right, now we got both of the front carbon plates on, Loctited both sides, of course. Now the next step is you will have to, for you doing it, if you're changing over, you need to pull your canopy posts out. I am not changing over, so I'm doing it from the beginning. So you grab your 2mm by 4mm, and you're just going to run that screw into here. You'll see right where your canopy post goes. You're gonna run your screw in and tighten this down, and do the same for the other side. Run your screw in and tighten it down, and then it's just the back canopy post and you are good to go. All right, so now it's time for canopy posts. So I'm going to use my trusty old T-pin. So now what you need to do is, there is back here, you have a little plate right here. So you're going to want to take the screws out of here, out of this little spacer. So go ahead, pull your screws out. There's one on each side. And then what you're going to do, I'm going to do it one by one. Take a little bit of Loctite, put them on your canopy posts here, and run them in the same spot that those screws just came out of. So go ahead, tighten it down. I'm going to take my trusty old T-pin, stick it through your hole here, and snug it down. And then do the same for the other side. We are going to take our screw out here. Screws out. Take our canopy post. Dab of Loctite. Run the screw down. Take your trusty T-pin or whatever you're using, and snug it up. And there we go. So now that's done. So now we did all the hardware. So you are going to take, now if you have a 2-bladed head, you would just take the canopy, slide it down, twist it over the head, and down you go. But I'm running a 3-blade, so I can't do that. It will not fit over the 3-bladed head, so you gotta take the head off. But it's just as simple as, let me move the camera back a little bit. Okay, so now you're going to take your canopy, slide it down, and then in the back you're going to take 2 of your screws. Of course, you're going to want to put Loctite on these. You're just going to put them through the grommet, and then you're going to want to get them to line up, which I have to try to do this while filming. It's not easy. Do the other side first. The side, go through the grommet. And you tighten these 2 screws down, which is fighting me, so just got to get it started. To get one started, you can go ahead and get the other one started. But you just need to wiggle the grommet till you get the thread started. There we go. Threads are started. Go ahead and tighten those down. Again, make sure you got Loctite, but you don't want them too tight. You still want the canopy to swivel up and down. And then it's as simple as in the front, you push your 2 together. Like that. And there you go. Your King Cobra Canopy is installed on your MicroHeli 230 frame. It looks incredible. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna put the 3-bladed head back on, we're gonna pull the camera off the tripod, and we'll see what it looks like. All right, there we go. King Cobra Canopy is installed. Very easy, very simple canopy. Looks incredible. Like I said in the unboxing video, the fiberglass, the paint quality is just fantastic. MicroHeli did a great job. But the most important thing is look how good the whole thing looks together. 3-bladed head, 3-bladed tail. It looks incredible. This is exactly what I envisioned when I started this project. And huge thank you to MicroHeli for making this happen. I greatly appreciate it. It is absolutely perfect. So there you guys go. How to install the King Cobra Canopy on the MicroHeli 230 frame. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe. Take care. Have a great day.